Is this you? Is your newsletter dead on arrival? Or do you even know if your newsletter is dead on arrival? I get a lot of newsletters, and I'll offer to you, you probably do the same thing, that I unsubscribed to a lot of them, or from a lot of them, mostly because I didn't sign up for them. But there's another reason why I unsubscribed from a lot of newsletters. Because they're no good. They don't help me. They don't provide value. Your newsletter could be dead on arrival. Don't get upset about it. Fix it. Look, no one cares that you put in your marketing plan that you're going to create a newsletter. They don't care about that. And they absolutely did not give you permission to fulfill your marketing plan and try to shove content down their throat that they don't want. But yet, lots of people do this. If your goal is to create a newsletter where you talk all about you talk all about your business, you talk all about your successes, your content, your products, your services, your offering, or all this other stuff that, again, you want to shove in the face of your reader, your newsletter is dead on arrival because no one cares. Think of this. Think of the newsletter that you never fail to read. Think of the newsletter that you're like, hey, I've got to make sure I read this. Think of the newsletter that you don't delete instantly. Think of the newsletter that you want to read. That is the type of newsletter you need to produce and provide to your audience. Let me share some tips, just a few basic tips that could help you be different and better than every other newsletter producer. Lead with value, not announcements. No freaking announcements. Value. If every issue that you produce provides a benefit to the reader through value, they're going to want to read it. And especially when you make it about and for them. Short and skimmable. No one wants to read hunks of text that go on and on and on and on. That's nauseating. If you can't produce short, skimmable content, it will never get read. So make it digestible. Again, not something that the reader despises even trying to read. Consistent schedule. I see this all the time. People will start doing a newsletter. They'll promise to publish one every week. They do that for 4 or 5 weeks and they miss a week. And then they get back at it for a few more weeks and then they miss a couple weeks. And then they miss a month or two and then they try to do another one. The moment you are not consistent, the moment you are not regular is when you will start creating a newsletter that is DOA. Think human. You are a human. Do not think marketing. Think about producing content as a human for another human. Envision your audience in front of you as you're producing this, as you're writing it, as you're saying it out loud in your head and speaking it out loud in your room, so that you're writing for another human. You're not a marketer. You're a human. Every single article that you write, every issue that you produce must have a single useful resource in it. It must include a link to another great article, a link to a fabulous video, a story about a tool that you've used and why your viewer or your reader may want to use it. Something they can download that they can be excited about having because they put it on their desk and they use it. A useful resource in every issue. Ask a question. Tell a little story. Ask a question. Ask the reader to comment. Ask the reader to respond. Pull the reader into the conversation by giving them content that they want to read. Keep your subject lines both honest and intriguing. no clickbait, no misdirection. You want to spark interest and curiosity with clear value, but you also want to write your subject lines, your titles, write them intriguing. Write them in such a way that they want to know more, so thus read more. One theme. Every newsletter issue must have a theme. And you don't need to write these themes months in advance and have your year's worth of newsletter themes written, but you need to make sure that every time you write a newsletter, there's a theme to it. And every piece of it intertwines with the first piece and the previous piece. Think theme, a primary idea, a primary challenge, a problem that your audience faces that you understand well enough to speak to in your newsletter. Make it personal. Include your own story. Include your own, perspective. Bring yourself into the story or into the content as you are speaking to the reader. And when your story is relevant to the reader, they'll want to read more. So make it personal when you write your little stories throughout your newsletter. And make it easy to share. When you produce a newsletter that the reader wants to read, when you produce a newsletter that the reader is willing to invest time reading it and clicking through it to the content that you provide for them that could help them, that is also relevant to you, your business, your products, and your services, then you've created success. Because when you've done that, you are now serving your audience. And when you serve your audience, they are willing to share it forward to others. If you don't want this to be your newsletter, take some of these ideas, experiment with them, and create a newsletter that the reader will celebrate receiving.